So, good morning everybody. I really needed to do some chanting after that experience, but didn't have time. I ran out of time, so I know that might have been good for me just to calm me down. So, probably going to work a little bit on the belly this morning, just bringing some relaxation there. And just put the cat out. So helping us to breathe. So, feel yourself seated, contact with the ground. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and exhale. And notice what you're bringing to your session this morning. Perhaps you can feel something physically, something that's catching your attention mentally. And give it space to be there. Let's just take a few moments to center. So take the next few breaths, just breathing in through your nose, open your mouth and sighing it out. And then allowing your breath to pick up its own pace. So not too much effort in the breath. If you need to expand, taking that deeper breath, but otherwise just following the inhale and the exhale with your mind, sensing the qualities of that breath. And the breath might tell you itself if it wants to come deeper, or if it's just happy and full enough just where it is. Notice what your breathing does to your posture. Perhaps that focus on the breath lifts you, opens your heart and ribs and lungs. Perhaps it gives you a feeling of being solid, connected to the ground, or the opposite, maybe light and airy. And allow your breath to draw you more into the physical, into your body. So each time any thought comes in, exhale, draw yourself deeper into your body. Taking 4 more cycles of really conscious breath. allowing your breath to become just back to its own rhythm, taking your awareness away from your breath. Perhaps you feel like you want to move a little bit, and then just slowly opening your eyes. Okay, so let's inhale our arms up, stretching your fingers out. Inhale, arms overhead. And then exhale, as you exhale, sweeping the arms down, palms downwards. Perhaps your fingers come to touch the floor. So we're continuing with the breath. Maybe it's deeper and longer as you inhale up, palms face each other. We turn the arms, turn the shoulders, and let the arms float down. Just feel the stretch in your arms as your arms come down by your side. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Perhaps you're applying the Ujjayi breath as you do that, just a kind of constriction in the back of your throat. It's allowing you to slow your breath down to the speed of the movement. And the last time, we could call this a sun breath. So you might want to just visualize a big sun in front of you, and you're just catching the edges of it, inviting it into your life. We're going to work a little bit with the solar plexus this morning, so that's the place that's connected to the sun. And just resting your arms down. Then we're going to inhale up, we're going to turn to the right side and exhale down. One arm comes down behind you, one arm comes down in front of you. We're going to inhale, turn back to center. Exhale, turn to the left. So maybe you hold the breath a little bit longer. Inhale up to the center, turn forward and exhale. Just finding that rhythm a few times, including the twist. And complete with the equal sides, so probably the left side for you. Just completing there, and then bringing your arms back up and exhaling down to either side. Okay, and just let your eyes close for a moment. Notice the prana starting to be awakened. And then let's just make some movements with our shoulders. So up and forward. And again, it might be a chance as you bring your shoulders down to exhale, let go of any tension. People often say to me that they hold tension in the shoulders, and I think that's for everybody. It's such an easy place to squeeze up to your ears. We can feel it happening, and yet we also hold tension at other places in our body. But the shoulders is very often the one that we feel the most. Let's turn in the opposite direction. Inhale and exhale. So hands are relaxed, elbows are relaxed, and just feeling into where your shoulders want to move to without forcing anything. And allowing that to bring a smile to your face. Just this movement and getting some juicy breath into the body. So let's inhale our arms up. Take hold of your right wrist with your left hand. Just lift up through your waist a little bit. We're going to make an arch. So inhale, and as you exhale, arching over to the left. You're just helping a little bit with that top hand. So don't go too far. We're just warming up. Moving into the body. Inhale back to center. Swap hands. Let's take an extra inhale here. So you need to exhale first. Inhale and lift. Exhale. Over to the opposite side. Stretching out through your ribs, through your armpits. Inhale back to center. Swap hands and exhale over to the other side. And again, finding your own rhythm. Perhaps you want to pause in the middle and take an extra breath. Perhaps you want to go slower so that you can really feel. Notice if there's any tension creeping into your thighs as you do this, if you're lifting yourself off your cushion or off the floor. And we're just stretching out through the ribs. Okay, and then complete with one move to either side. Okay, release your arms down and bring your cushion to the side and just let your legs go out in front of you. Just give your legs a tap. We've been sitting on in the easy pose for quite a while. Okay, and I want you to come onto your knees. In fact, we'll come high on our knees for those people who are not so comfortable on the knees. If you need any extra padding underneath you, then go ahead and do that now. So we're going to do the gate position. So we're going to step the right foot out, toes point forward, legs straight if possible, this hip and thighs above this knee, and just look down at your outside foot. Just wriggle your toes a little bit and feel the contact with the ground. Okay, so your right hand rests just there on your leg. Stretch your opposite arm up. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're just going to slide. We're going to continue with that arch down. So this time with this stretch, we're getting more stretch down through the thighs here. Okay, inhale back up. And we can bring this arm over to the other side. In fact, we can just stretch both of our arms over to the left. So see if you can do that still facing forward. Stretching your arms out. And then bringing your hands back down. Hand onto your leg. Inhale and exhale and arch. It's kind of a preparation for a triangle pose. It's a good warm-up for a triangle pose. Okay, we're going to draw that knee in. And we're going to step out to the opposite side. And okay, just positioning your foot, just wriggling your toes a little bit, feeling yourself grounded. Stretch the other arm up, so right arm stretches up. Feel that little lift, maybe through the bottom of your ribs, maybe through your waist here. Inhale, and as you exhale, arching over to the left side. And noticing where your edge is this morning. Inhale up. And exhale, opening both arms out towards your straight leg. One more time. Inhale and exhale, sliding down towards your ankle. And your edge being the place where you know you're still warming up, so you're still taking it really easy. Maybe just feeling the stretch a little bit more without overstretching, without doing any damage. And inhaling back up. Okay, so from here we're going to curl the toes under and come up to standing. So just curl your toes under, lift yourself up to standing. Okay, let's just make contact with our belly. So bring your hand here onto your solar plexus. So ribs here, squashy part there, like above your navel, and just onto the squashy part. So just put both hands onto there and breathe into this area so that we're just locating it. I'm getting lots of people at the moment who are having difficulties with digestive issues like no appetite, reflux, the energy going in the wrong direction. Seems to be to do with the situation that we're in, that life is a bit hard to digest at the moment as well as everything else. So just start to circle. Actually, I'm going clockwise here, and just notice perhaps a warmth of your own hands. So this is the third chakra, the Manipura chakra. Connection between the lower body and the upper body and the heart, but also very connected with our relationships with others, our confidence in life, and it can get a bit depleted, it can get a bit weedy and weak, and we feel a little bit more fragile, so we're just helping to energize here and give a boost to our digestion, get all our digestive juices working. Okay, and then just pausing your hands, just feeling, because you have the palm of your hand on that area, there's a very healing point in the centre of your hand, and we're just holding that warmth there, just on our solar plexus. Imagine that sun warming your belly. And this area likes to be warm. The digestive system, especially the spleen, it likes to be warm. It likes warm food, especially at this time of year, helping your circulation, helping everything to not freeze, basically. Okay, then just bring both of your pointy fingers just there, and just see if there's any sensitivity there, just making a little circle with that. Maybe up in the opposite direction too. So sometimes, and I don't know if this happens because we've done it before, you can work on this chakra, and for the rest of the day you can kind of feel a little bit more solid in life. You can feel a little bit more confident. So if you've got a difficult phone call to make, it might be worth checking out this exercise before you do it, for example. All right, and then just rest your hand on there again. Okay, so what we want to do is some diagonal stretches. So to stretch almost across that solar plexus. And for some reason, can't see top of my arms. Okay, so we're going to stand with our hips slightly wider, feet slightly wider than the hips. We're going to step out to the right, and then we're going to flex our hands, and we're going to stretch. So the knee that's stepped, the right leg bends slightly, and almost like we're pressing away the top wall, we're pressing away the floor behind us, and we're having a diagonal stretch through our arms, through our heart, through our solar plexus, looking up towards your hand and pressing out with the heels of your hand, feeling that lovely stretch, so opening the heart channels too. Inhale, we're going to exhale and step back. Just bring our hands here onto our solar plexus. We're going to go into the opposite direction, of course. Inhale, step with your left foot, exhale, flexing the hands. Looking up towards the fingers of the left hand. Inhale, exhale and step back. We're going to do that 2 more times to either side. Inhale, exhale. Let's do it a bit faster. So inhale back or exhale back, it doesn't matter. Inhale, exhale and step. We get a bit of momentum. Inhale and step back. Exhale. Okay. And your body will pick up the inhale or exhale, whichever's the right way to be. Okay, and then just pausing again on your solar plexus there. And now we're going to come up through the centre. So we're going to inhale, exhale. The left hand comes down, the palm presses down. The right hand comes up and the palm presses up towards the sky. As far as you can go. So again, hands are flexed. I'm just bending my knees so you can see my top hand. And again, stretching away. So we're flexing the wrists, flexing into the carpal tunnel, the wrists, the fingers, stretching out through the upper arm. We're going to inhale back to centre, and then we're going to exhale and change. So the right palm comes down, the left palm goes up towards the sky. Inhale back to centre, exhale and stretch. Inhale back to centre, exhale and stretch. And just find your own rhythm. Maybe close your eyes and just really come into the movement. Lovely long breaths as you do that. Okay, so one more to either side. And then as you exhale, just coming back to the solar plexus and releasing it down. Releasing your hands down, giving your hands a shake out. Okay, so let's do the stick pose. That's another really great diagonal, and it's a balancing posture. So coming to the back of your mat, looking straight ahead, lengthening through your spine. Step your right foot forward. Raise your right arm up past your ear there. And then bring the weight onto your front foot. Bend your knee of your front foot. Inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to start to lift the back leg. Maybe that's where you are today. Maybe that's as far as you're going to go to. That's fine. Keep stretching out. Keep that feeling the diagonal stretch. And then if it feels comfortable, looking for horizontal. So your eyes will be looking at the floor, the crown of your head in the same position as your arms and hands. See if you can take 3 full breaths into this place. Keep stretching your fingers away. Keep smiling into the solar plexus, into the balance. Feel your wobbles. Smile into your wobbles. We're going to come out with an exhale. Stepping your left foot down to the ground. Bringing your right arm down. Step your right foot back. And notice what's happening in your body. Maybe you can feel some cardio activity, some that your pulse has picked up. So we're introducing some cardio into the postures. Other side. So looking straight ahead to start with, step your left foot forward. Left arm comes up past your ear. Keep stretching away. Take the weight onto your front foot. Inhale. And exhale into the staff pose. And then just exhaling. Coming back, stepping the weight onto your back foot and stepping your left foot. to join. Just close your eyes for a moment, feeling the energy, feeling the chi moving around your body, maybe a feeling of balance after you've done both sides there. I want to include a stretch for the neck here. So taking hold of your right wrists, we're actually doing quite a lot of work on the arms this morning. Very good for our heart, for opening our heart. Take hold of your right wrist and just stretch that shoulder away. Stretch that right shoulder down. You can see my shoulder does actually move down away from my ears. Okay, and then from there, take your head over to the opposite side. So it's opposite to the arm that's being stretched, and if I turn around, perhaps you can see that a bit easier. So your head is over to the side, so really stretching here into the neck, into these muscles here. And as you inhale, perhaps you just release slightly, and as you exhale, you just come slightly more into the stretch. And then take your eyes, look up towards the left corner of the room and look down towards the right corner. So again, we're going across the diagonals, up to the left and down to the right. So we're going first in the same direction as our head is tilted towards. And just notice how just the eye movement can affect these muscles here. And then let your eyes rest in the centre. Bring your head back into the centre. Release your shoulders. Give your shoulders a bit of a shake if they need to. Excuse me. And taking hold of your left wrist. And just stretching that shoulder down away from your ears. It's amazing just how we can manoeuvre our body and just have those stretches just by using all different parts of our body. Okay, so when we've got a comfortable stretch, your head goes across to the right side. You might feel that happening then here somewhere. And then look up towards the right corner of the room and down towards the left. So not moving your head, just moving your eyes. And then just slow that gaze down. Just slowly look up, slowly look down. See where you can feel that stretch. Okay, and then bring your eyes back into the centre and release the stretch. Maybe if there's anything that comes in spontaneously, go ahead and move your body. Okay. We're going to come down onto the floor and we're going to do some belly down exercises. So we'll start with a belly down shavasana, so just laying on your front. And one of the reasons for that is if we're working on this area, one of the things that really helps our breathing is to massage our belly. So massage all the breathing muscles around here, and lying on our front's an easy way of doing that, and doing some belly down postures as well. Just helps this to relax and open up, get more space. You can imagine your diaphragm can move more easily, your ribs become a bit more open. And not only that, our earth channels are down the front of our body. So we're also contacting the earth with all of our earth channels. So it's very grounding, it can be very relaxing. So bring your chin onto your chest, bend your knees, roll. Start to roll down and come and lay on your front. And when you lay on your front, just turn your head to the side. Just give yourself a break there and feel it. Open your feet out slightly wider than your hips. Adjust yourself so that you're comfortable. And take 3 breaths. And as you exhale, just releasing a little bit more into the ground. Can you let the hips go? Can you let the shoulders go? Can you let the expression on your face go? Come into contact with your own breathing. And then bring your chin into the center. So toes can come slightly closer to each other. Bring your hands out 45 degrees and bring your palms down on the ground. So we're going to do the boat pose. And feel it for yourself how this stimulates the solar plexus. So first of all, we're just going to work in stages. We're going to breathe into this position and feel ourselves just expanding as we breathe in, almost like we're scuba diving and we're just taking that breath and filling up and floating. And then we sink back down as we exhale. We inhale and we fill up. And we exhale and we sink. The next time we inhale and fill up, lifting your chin away from the floor. And we're coming into a gentle back bend. Maybe you feel it here a little bit in your lumbar area. Keep gazing down at the floor. And as you exhale, bring your chin back down to the ground. So you feel here as well any hold, just release in your buttocks. Inhale, exhale and lift. Eyes gazing at the floor, shoulder blades coming direction of your heels. And exhale back down. Okay, inhale. Next time we're going to exhale, see if you can lift your toes away from the floor as well as your chin. Hands are still on the floor. So we're in a bow shape. There's a squeeze in the buttocks here helping you to lift. Keep your head, keep your neck relaxed. And exhale down. Inhale and exhale. Lift. Chin relaxed and just lifting your toes if it's possible. If that's not possible, then just lifting your head away from the floor. And exhale down. Okay, the next step, we're going to bring the hands in as well. So inhale, exhale, lift your hands away. Point your toes towards, fingers towards your toes, like you're floating through the air, balancing on your front, on your tummy. And exhale down. Just turn your head to the side for a moment. We're going to do that 2 more times, so just want to find your own rhythm with that, staying for as long as you want to in the hold. So inhale and exhale and lift. The neck is an extension of your spine, so don't be looking up towards the sky. Maybe you want to hold, maybe you want to come out of that and come back into it. And then exhale, arms down to the floor. Turn your head to the side and relax. Maybe your arms need to turn. Perhaps you need to wriggle your hips. Okay, whilst we're in this position, we'll do another posture that's good for the lumbar spine. So bring your arms out, level with your shoulders. And we're going to make spider fingers. So we lift as though there's a tennis ball underneath our fingers and our arms level with our shoulders. So we're balancing on our fingers, chin's in the centre. We can bring our toes together, inhale, and as you exhale, lift your chin away from the ground, but keep gazing out in front of the mat, just so that you feel that your neck's an extension of your spine. And then take 3 full breaths into this area. And then turning your head to the side, relaxing your shoulders, maybe bringing your arms next to your body. And just taking a moment to take in all of these belly down postures. Bending your knees and just rocking your legs from side to side. Okay, legs are straight. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift yourself up and come and lay onto your back. So when you lay on your back, just hug your knees into your chest. Another way of contacting the belly. Just resting your hands onto your knees. And notice as you turn over, you're more in contact with the wider world again. Okay, so let's come into a knee down twist. Knee down twist, if we think about it, really twists through our abdominal centre, really gives us that, let's say, feeling of stretch across our abdomen. So bring your arms out level with your shoulders, stretch your right leg out, bring the left foot onto the top of the thigh, and then roll your knee over towards the right side. Do the scooch to lift up onto your right hip. And feel yourself, if you could see yourself from the helicopter view, you're in a straight line, you're not in a banana shape. And notice if this left shoulder's dropped back towards the ground. Okay, bring your right hand onto your left knee, if that feels comfortable. And then stretch your neck and look towards the fingers of your left hand. Notice where you're feeling the twist. If it feels good, you could just put a little pressure on that top knee and bring yourself deeper into the twist. Sometimes you just need to come out to be able to take a big inhale and exhale deeper, finding the stillness in the posture. Notice if there's anywhere in your body that you're holding tension. Perhaps there's an elbow off the floor, perhaps there's a frown come onto your forehead. Just allow your whole body to be in this position as relaxed as possible. One more full deep breath in. Arms come back to support you. head comes back into the middle and rolling your hips back. Notice how far you've been in that stretch. Use your feet to bring yourself back onto your hips. And we're going to the other side, so we're stretching out the left leg. We're bringing the right foot onto the outside of the left knee, and we're scooching onto the left side of our hip so that our upper body can come back to the ground. And already there we've got a lovely twist, twisting through our belly, opening up our breathing and our digestive system. If it feels good, lift your head, look towards your right hand. Bring your left hand onto the top and relax. Close your eyes, enjoy. One more full deep breath in. And rolling your head back into center. Rolling your knees back. And just lifting yourself back onto your hips. Just rock your knees from side to side to let your hips be comfortable. And then hug your knees into your chest. And again, roll from side to side across your back just to ease those muscles if they've been in a deep stretch. And allow that rocking to just bring you up onto your side and up to sitting. Okay, so come sitting on your cushion or your block, and we'll practice the matangi. Let me get back on the camera. Matangi mudra. So for the solar plexus. So from the book Mudras, Yoga in Your Hands. This is where it's from. So the Matangi Mudra, we bring our palms together, we interlace our fingers, and then we bring the middle finger, each middle finger pressing on the other. So relax the other fingers down and then bring your hands down in front of your solar plexus if that works, or just as far down as possible. Okay, so again, this would be another way to energize your Manipura chakra. The colour of the third chakra is yellow, or like the yellow of the sun. So just feel your hands in this position. There's a lot of heart energy going on with these two middle fingers, so we're connecting also to our heart energy, and just breathe into that gesture of the hands, the joining of the hands, making a loop around the body. Okay, so the affirmation that goes with the Matangi Mudra is rest, silence and peace fill me completely. You could bring that mantra in. Rest, silence and peace fill me completely. You could also make a mantra of your own here. If you are looking for more self-confidence, you might say something like, I'm feeling confident, I'm feeling calm, my solar plexus is feeling balanced, I'm inviting calm into my life. Whichever resonates with you, just let that be your, on your breath, just especially if your head's busy and full and you want to just find a way to come to a calm and more peaceful place. Notice if your fingers are resisting or objecting or they're not comfortable. Just notice that and breathe into it. Two more full deep breaths, in and out. And relaxing your hands, giving your hands a shake if necessary. Just give yourself a moment to take in the mudra, how that felt for you today. And if we're moving into Shavasana and there's another movement or a posture that you want to do, then just go ahead and do that. Otherwise, come lay on the ground, come onto your back. You could also do a belly down Shavasana if that felt good for a change. And as you lay on the floor, let your feet be wider apart than your hips. Let your palms turn open to receive. A gentle smile on your lips, an expressionless face. Chin slightly tucked to lengthen the back of your neck. Feel the points at the front of your shoulders. You're around your collarbone. Just notice yourself breathing into that area 2 times, and on the exhale, letting that whole area sink and relax. Noticing the front of your hips, so either side of your hips, the bony part there. Perhaps it needs a little wriggle to be able to completely let go. And perhaps your lower back, the part that's just off the ground. Breathing into your lower back, see if you can invite some more relaxation there. coming with your awareness to your belly. So just noticing all the work that we've done today, stretching and energizing, particularly in the solar plexus. Lots of stretching around the waist area, and that is stimulating your internal organs there. Just giving a little extra blood flow, space, creating space between those organs. Just notice that you can perhaps imagine your stomach up on the top left side near your ribs, coming to a place of rest. On the opposite side, your liver and gallbladder, coming to a place of rest and rejuvenation. Imagining all of your intestines there, working away, taking a moment of rest. Kidneys, holding all your reserves. Bladder, detoxing and purifying. And just allowing everything to come to a relaxed place. Enjoying the next few moments of complete relaxation. Noticing where you are, coming back to your own breath. And noticing how it feels to start to come out of relaxation. Fingers and toes, perhaps rolling your head from side to side. And listening into your body, any stretches and moves that feels good to make, just allowing that to happen. And as you're ready, curl onto your side in the recovery position. Bringing yourself up to sitting. taking in your own practice, noticing what it's brought you today without any longing, without any attachment to your yoga practice. Perhaps feelings of gratitude or of contentment, but knowing that those feelings come and go. And maybe this is one way of recreating them in your life. And as you bring your hands together in front of your heart, we've got Bev, who's usually with us, who's having big problems with an eye this week. So I said that we'd send out our intentions to her this morning. So let's just bow to ourselves, our own practice, thanking ourselves for coming to practice this morning. And let's chant an Om so that we can send out the vibes to somebody who needs some healing. So taking a breath in. Directing that Om, that energy from our practice this morning. Perhaps do your own intention, but with an extra thought for one of our yogis. So, Namaste.